So I wanted to set up some sort of a system that just allows me to really quickly start filming with the least amount of setup possible. So I wanted to share with you my updated setup for filming videos. As I've been getting more and more sponsored items to film, I needed to optimize my workspace. So I wanted to set up some sort of a system that just allows me to really quickly start filming with the least amount of setup possible. So number one thing that I've done to optimize my setup is one, get a Google Mini and a Maros or any other Wi-Fi smart plug switch. I set that up on the light and on the monitor. That way I could just say, hey Google, turn off the ring light, and it turns it off. Then I picked up this light right here to offset the shadows. I set up a tripod with an extendable stick, and I may use this as a GoPro, but right now I have the cell phone set up. So this is going to be on the overhead view. So this way I can simply unbox products and then you can see my hand. The next step will be to get a dedicated camera and hook up some sort of a screen, so as I'm filming I can see myself the same way that I can see myself right here on the DSLR. So we have done a little custom attachment to this Lemco tripod. So what I have done is, if you know, let me just actually unplug this light because it's charging. I've sort of created a portable power bank setup that's feeding right into my DSLR through a dummy battery pack. So this gives me quite a lot of juice as I'm filming, but I can always grab it as I'm not attached to any sort of power adapter. I do have another dummy that's linked right here, so I can just kind of pull this in, and this is installed right into the power outlet. Okay, next is this light. This light is just an additional LED light that's sort of working on my face, but I have this one always hooked up to another Android plug, so that way it doesn't drain the battery and I never run out. And this is going underneath and it comes out into this little hub right here. So this is basically powering everything, and this way I can turn this on and it's always going to be on without losing any power. So now I have my light here, here, and here. This way I don't have to rely on the ceiling lights anymore. When it comes to your setup, it will evolve over time. You do want to make sure you get to a point where you can simply turn on one or two things and everything sort of is ready for you to go. The worst thing that I can tell you that I've experienced is the battery's running out midway. So I really work pretty hard to try and find a resolution for myself that is going to be on a budget, but yet still allow me to continue filming as I want to go. A really cool thing about this setup, I'm not relying on anything, but I can take this to go. And if I really want to stripped out the battery, I can attach this setup to a GoPro as well. And I really like the fact that this tripod is so flexible, because I think I'm going to get a second one just for the GoPro. That way I'm going to have one tripod on its own, one with a power pack for the DSLR, and then one tripod with a battery setup like this, but for the GoPro. Martian, how are you going to do a portable power pack for a GoPro? The GoPro is connected right here. So if I wanted to feed a GoPro on top of that, I would simply take this, and this is already connected to a constant power supply, and then I would just feed it, and I would just hook this cable up to the side of the GoPro, and then I would have the GoPro hanging off of this. When you're setting up your studio and you want to make sure that it's always the same, I recommend getting some sort of a tape and marking out where certain things lie. That way, if you were to move it, you have tape here, here, and here. So these are your markers, and then you can really quickly set it, and then you're back to work again. I've got the same thing right here for the tripod, so then I know exactly where to put my legs. So we'll put one here, here, and then the third one goes here. So the inspiration to this setup sort of came when I was watching Unbox Therapy, and they were showing their studio.
The main objective was always to get like a push button, one power bar, and have lights, camera, and then I could bring the action, you know.
They have everything off of one single switch that activates all the cameras, all the gear. That way they can focus on filming and not the setup. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like or the dislike. Leave some comments if you have any questions. Hit that little bell to make sure you get the latest videos as I release them. I will be releasing videos every couple of days about business, marketing, social media, and some DIYs. Thank you so much for watching. Marcin out.